Everybody, Artisan Loom here with a tutorial from TwistyKristie. This is the Polyantha bracelet, and so pretty unique. I love the stitching on the side. So we're going to teach you how to make this one today. So it is a 10 pin bar setup. Get my camera set up right. Okay, so it's really huge. Okay, so your first and last are at the same height, and then you're going to drop down on one on either side, and then it's going to be all at the same level at the bottom. Okay? 8 of them, and then up one on each end. And it's not going to be, I did 2 full loom lengths, but it's not going to go all the way to the top. We're going to stop about 7 pin bars from the top, and then bring it towards the center. So I'll show you what to do. Let's see, she used 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 4 colors for hers. You can choose whatever you want to do. So go ahead and pick your colors and I'll meet you right there. I don't normally do this, but since I finished the bracelet, I had to come back here and explain something. And I'm going to show you my finished bracelet before you even get to do it. Because what happened is what you're going to see in the upcoming video is that I laid my bands, and there were certain bands that I put bling on. Okay, turns out that when you take it off the loom, the bottom side is I thought was going to be the signature side, the front of it, but it turns out the top side. So when you take it off the loom, it's going to come off like this, and this to me would be the signature side. That's why I blinged it that way, but it's not the signature side. It's actually the back side, but it's very, very pretty. I absolutely love it. I blinged it. I put rhinestones on LE bands, which I've never done before, and it was super hard, but it worked. And so I've already blinged this side out. But it's this back side that's the signature side. So I'm going to flip it over and show you what it looks like. I love the border here. I was kind of hoping that I would have blinged it on the right side, but it's okay. I like both sides. Both sides are very nice, but I have to admit I do like this side, this border here, a little bit better, but it's okay. If you didn't bling it, then you have no issues. You can just flip it over, no big deal. If you bling it, you're going to have to figure out how to bling it to get the blinged on this side. Like since I blinged these bands that went straight up and down, you can take these and slide them all the way up, pop them over to the other side and slide them back on the band. And those would come out on the other side. But if you bling the center bands like I did with my rhinestones, you're not going to be able to you'll be able to slide them through to the other side, but the problem will be is that whatever bead you use is going to be on the bottom. It's not going to be on this top band, which is what you want. So I'm just giving you a heads up that this, if you bling it the way I did in the tutorial, it's going to come out looking like this on this side, okay? If you don't bling the center, which is absolutely fine, you can just pop your bling through to the other side, and then it will be on this side, okay? So I just wanted to show you that up front so that you had an idea on what it's going to look like. And yeah, so very pretty. So continue on. For this one, I am not going to bling the borders because it has a unique border, so I'm not going to bling it this go around. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to go start in the middle and then bring it over to the edge. Just like this, and then we're going to go up. Do the same thing on this side. And then bring it up. And you're going to take it not quite to the top, what you're going to do is you're going to stop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pegs from the top is where you're going to stop, and I put a little band there so that I would know. And then you're going to come upward and over to the center and stop right here. We want to leave this part open, okay? So I'll show you what I have done when I get done laying my bands. Okay, so I want to explain something, because what I did was I was going by the flipogram, and the flipogram said to stop 7 pin bars from the top right here and then go in towards the center. And because after I had already gotten a bunch of steps done in the bracelet, I went and checked my messages, and she had said to take it all the way to the end of the loom, the border, because the design shrinks so much, so to take it all the way down. So what I'm telling you up front, because I didn't want to redo every step that I had just done, so I'm just stopping right here and adding this into it. Your border that you're doing up the side, take it all the way to the second to the last pin bar, and then come over into the center. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And I've just left the other steps in there, but you're taking, the only difference is you're going to take it all the way to the end instead of stopping where I stopped in the tutorial. So, okay, so sorry about that, guys. This is what it should look like, just like so. Okay, now all we're going to do is get your next color, and I'm going to use my, I don't know if this is deep, it's LE purple, but I don't know if it's LE royal purple, but it's purple. And all you're going to do is a single chain going up to the top on both sides. So I'm going to finish this part up because it's monotonous, and I will come back when I have my single chains finished. So your border came all the way to the top on both sides, and your single chains all the way to the top. Single chains done. Now I'm going to show you. Oops, let me see if I can get this to go. Okay, this looks, what we're going to be laying next is going to be the light pink on the inside, okay? That's on the inside of this black border, okay? So what I'm going to do is right in here, let me see if I can, the band that's going to be crossing over the bottom will be the one that I'm going to put the bling on, okay? You do not have to put bling on it, and it will look just fine. I'm going to choose to do it, so this is how I'm going to do it, okay? We're going to start here on the 4th pin bar from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go out to the left. We're going to go out 3 times and then up 1. So this center one, I think, needs to be my blinged one. Nope, let's do this. Let's do 3 out, 1 up. Or is that how I'm trying to figure out the blinging part. This is an easy pattern. I'm just trying to think if I'm putting my bling where I'm putting it. You know what? I'm going to take these off. I think I'm going to put my bling right here. And what I did was I tried to put a rhinestone, which is extremely hard to do on an LE band, but this happens to be a big rhinestone. So I'm going to do face down on a rhinestone, because that's what's going to be showing when you take it off the loom. I'm just hoping it doesn't bust on me. And so like that. If you don't want to bling it, don't bling it. But I think that's the place where we're going to want the bling, because it's going to be where it crosses over. Okay. So, and then what we've got is we're going to go up 1, and then we're going to go to the left 3 times. Well, the middle, so crossed over once, we need to put a bling here. Hopefully I've got this on here right. It's a little messy. Put the bling right here. I have a feeling this one's going to bust. I'm kind of nervous about it, actually, because it's getting awfully thin. Okay, we're going to just do it. We're going to just try it and do it and see what happens. Probably isn't the best idea. I just really feel like this is going to fall apart. Look how thin that is. I think I'm going to have to redo this one. Anyhow, I'll take the next one. This one worked pretty good. Okay, so 3 out to the left, up 1. Okay, 3 out to the right, 1, and on the second one, I'm going to put the bling. And this is the 3. I'm going to go up 1, over to the left 1, and then I need my bling. Got 1 more. Okay, 1 more over to the left. And then up 1, and then let's see here, 1, and then I need 1 here with the bling. So I'm going to have to go and try to get this bling done, but I'll come back and show you what it looks like. I messed up, well, I didn't mess up, we both did. It was designer and Tudor's fault. Since we took it all the way to the border, that means we got to take this pattern all the way to the border, just like this. So this is what this should look like for the white bands. Okay, so and now we'll. I think what I did was showed you what bringing it up on one side is going to do, and then I think I come down in just a second and show you the other side. But this is what the finished part will look like when you get done doing both sides of this little white pattern. Okay, so after I got the bling put on, I put another band, so that's 3 going to the right, and then just bring the 1 single band going up. Okay, now all we're going to do is the same thing going across, but since we're not going to put any bling, so we can go pretty fast on this side, because it's only the one that's facing down, and since this one's going to be crossing over, this one would be the one when you take it off the loom that will show the bling. So 1, 2, 3, 4th one from the right, we're just going to go over 3, up 1, over 3, up 1. Okay, I'm going to let you finish that to the top. This is what it should look like, just like so. Now I'm going to bring the purple back into play, and that's what's going to be outlining like she did in her black that was outlining the pink. I'm going to do it in my purple and twist some bands. I've got some really shoddy bands here. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so what we're going to do is the 1, 2, 3rd peg from the left. We're going to go, and I'm not going to bling this part, or actually I am, but I'll show you when I'm going to bling it. So we're going to go 2 out to the left, okay, and then we need to make crossover and make that X, okay, and then go out 1 towards the left and up, and then in twice. Well, you know what? Let me stop you here. Out twice till it connects with this white, and then where it connects with this white, we're going to make the X that crosses over twice. Okay, right here, this band that I'm going to put here is the one that I want to put the bling on. So I just took just a little spacer bead and put that on there, and I'm just going to place it right here just to give it some kind of oomph. Okay, and then we're going to go out twice to the left, okay, and then cross over twice. Connect it with this white, cross over twice, and then remember this band again is the one that's going to have the bling on it. So I'm just going to go like that, okay, and then twice to connect with the white, and then you start here where it connects and go make the X out twice, okay, And then right here's your bead. You're going to follow this pattern all the way up, and you'll do it on both sides. I'll go ahead and show you this side, and then you can finish both sides up. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to have to go in twice. Okay, and then you have to connect with this white and cross over to make the X, and you're going to go twice. Okay, right here is where your bead's going to go. So you go up one, and then you go in twice. Okay, connect where it does there, and you're going to go out twice. And this is going to be the place that you put your bling. So I'm going to go up. Okay, so you're just going to follow this exact pattern, do this side all the way up, and then do the mirror image, which is the exact same all the way on this side, and then I'll meet you. Since we brought it all the way to the very top, what we're going to do is when you get to right at the very end, where it would go over towards the right, you would just make that X. Okay, so there we have it. Now we're ready to fill in this center part. Okay, and I'm going to choose to do metallic silver, one of my favorite colors. Okay, so we're going to start off here in the center, and we're going to do an X. Okay, just like that. Okay, now we're going to move up to here. What's the start of this, I don't know, whatever that is, diamond, I don't know. Anyhow, we're going to start right here, and we're going to go up on each side like that. Okay, and then we're going to go connect it all the way over 3 times. Okay, just like so. And then we're going to pop up to here, and we're going to go over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And you're going to go up twice right here. Okay, now hopefully, sorry, I was trying to, okay, so I'm looking at our flipogram going, what am I supposed to do? Now it's looking like, now that we have the 3 going this way and the 2 going up, now we've got to connect them here. So you're just going to go up twice. Okay, so that is what that should look like. Okay, now we're going to move up. And I'm again twist some of my bands. I don't know why they're all twisted. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start right here again. We're going to go up on either side, just like that. And then we're going to go out, or go to from the left 3 times. Okay. And then twice up. And then over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And now what we can do is fill in these 2. Okay, so 1 going up, just like so. And we are going to do that for each center part. So if you need to rewind, go ahead and rewind. But we're going to do that for all the way up the loom in the center of each one of these white diamond looking things. Okay, so I'll meet you back. Disregard what you're getting ready to see in the next frame, because in the next frame we had stopped it down about right here. But since we took it all the way to the end, and I hate to make this so confusing, but I'm not a good, I didn't want to do the whole thing over. So when we have a full diamond, in this, if we take it to the end, we have a full diamond, whereas in the next frame, we only had a half diamond. So, but you just basically do it, it would be the same that you've done all the way up to the end. And so disregard that last part. And this is what it should look like, okay? Okay, so once you get to this half of one, you're going to start here and go one on each side and then over 3 like we did, and then just bring these 2 up in the center to connect, okay? That's all we have to do on that part. So, all these bags of bands sitting on my table. Okay, so I think what we're ready to do is work on the edges here, going up the side. Okay, so let me figure out the color scheme I'm going to go with, and I'll meet you right back. I think I'm going to alternate 2 colors going up. Okay, I might do the silver and gold, but let me check and see. We're going to be doing starbursts and then a couple X going up, and then starbursts, couple X's, starbursts. So what I'm going to choose to do is my starbursts are going to be the metallic gold is what I'm going to go with, and then my X's are going to be the silver. So right here where this X is, okay, we're going to, you know how like we start off a starburst from the center and go to the 2 o'clock position? That's what we're going to do. And then just follow it around, okay? Make sure you're pushing the bands down, that they stay in the correct order. I love these metallic bands. I've just noticed, I don't know why, but I have noticed that the metallic silver, they're cutting thinner, which I'm not too happy about. But anyhow, that's what we're going to do for our starburst right there. Okay, and then what we're going to do here is we're going to have to, I'm going to alternate and use my silver. Okay, and we're just going to do an X. So an X going right here. What a difference in the bands. And we're going to do another X right here. That way I tie in a little bit of the silver in another spot just besides in one spot. I like doing that a lot. Okay, and then we're going to, okay, so starburst and then connect with 2 X's. Now we're going to do the starburst again. But we have to start in the center peg here because you've got to bring it out to the 2 o'clock position and follow it around. So this is pretty darn simple. Okay. So I imagine you can probably do this off camera or do this on your own. So I probably will go off camera, but I'll show you the next. So from right here, we're going to switch back over to our silver, and I'm going to do the X's. 2 X's. Okay, and then you'll start back again with, and you'll just do this pattern all the way up the loom. Starburst, 2 X's, starburst, 2 X's, starburst, 2 X's, starburst. Okay, so finish that on the left side, and then I'll show you the right side. So on this side, we're going to do the same thing. Start at the 2 o'clock position, follow it around. Would be my dog growling. Probably wants out. Oh, nope, he knows that it's time to eat. Okay, so we do our starbursts, and then we're going to do our X's. Let's see which way we do the X's. We're going to start from, we're going to do the mirror image, so we're going to go from this way first. So from this peg to the left, and then cross over. Okay, and then do our, once again, our starburst. So I'm going to go off camera again, finish up the starburst like so, And then I will meet you back to show you the rest of the design steps. Okay, so finish that all the way up. This is the way it should look all the way to the top. When you get to the very top, then you're going to do 3 X's to bring it all the way up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we need to put an X on top in the center of, what do we have here? I've got kids here, so I apologize for that. Just trying to think of where we have the X's. So, okay, right here. So you see where we have this purple X and this purple X. We need to put another purple X on top, and that's going to catch everything. So we're just going to go from here. At this point, we're just going to make an X. So an X right here. Okay, right here. So just wherever, you know, you used. Okay, and then one right here. Right here. And right here. I think that's all the X's that we have to do. So this is what it should look like. X here, here, in between each one of these little diamonds. Okay? I think that's all the band placement that we have now at the moment. I know it looks a little weird, but that's it. So we're going to turn the loom around. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go through and put cap bands on. Okay, so we need to put triple cap bands in the center on these 4 pegs on each, in between each diamond, okay? So you're going to do a triple cap band there, there, because these are going to be looped out like T's, and then one here, and then one here. So on these 4 is where you're going to have a triple cap band. We're going to do the same thing like this all the way up on those, okay? Then you're going to have a triple cap band on your starbursts. So a triple cap band will go here. Okay? So if it makes it easier, do all your triple cap bands on all your starbursts, and then come back and put in the middle on each 4 of these a triple cap band. Okay, so do that on all of those, and then we shall return. Now we're also going to need, let's see here, we're going to need a cap band right here, triple cap band on this peg as well, and then on these 2, okay? Okay, and now we are going to loom up starting right here where these silver bands are. We're always going to get the band that's on the bottom, and that's going to get looped over first, so that's this one. So you're going to come in through this peg and just bring it back to itself. Okay, and now we're going to start looping this gold one. So we're going to go in through here and bring this forward, okay? And then we're going to go in through the cap band, grab that top band, and bring it back to itself. Whatever one's on top, it will just follow it around. Oops, grab the right one. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And then we're going to do the same thing, okay? Bottom one goes over first. And then we're going to go in from here. Instead of bringing this out, we're bringing this one to the top. So I'm going to push all these bands down. Now you're going to have to go in the center here, but go in through the cat band that we laid and just follow it around. So that's basically all we're going to be doing. And I'm going to need you to do that the entire way up the loom. Okay, so you can finish that part up, but I'll go ahead and show you what this side looks like, and then you can finish both sides. Okay, bottom band is this one, so you're going to go in from this left. Bottom band goes over first. Oops. Yeah. Okay, and you're going to go in through here, bring this one forward. My finger hurts. See, I slit it last night on the aluminum foil thing. I love those. That's my favorite. Okay, so now it hurts when I loom because I have to press on it here. So I'm going to have to try to find a better way to, maybe I better get a Band-Aid might help me for a minute. Just follow this all the way around, and you're going to do it the same way on both sides all the way up the loom. So I'm going to go off camera, and then you can finish it. Just remember, when you get to right here, you're always going to loom it up first and then the center and then loom it out, okay? Always up first and then loom it out. All right, both sides. Go ahead and finish that up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I put a double cat band on here before I forget. We're going to loom out this center part, okay? So it's going to be a little strange, but just follow with me. You're going to go in through the cat band, and you're going to get that top band, which is going to be the one going forward, okay? On both sides. You're going to go back into here and get the top band. Whatever band's on top, you're going to loom out, okay? You're going to go back into here, and this is where we want to do a cuff stitch. So you're going to go back into here and bring this band over here. Now we're going to go into this one and get the other side of this band, which would be right here, okay? So go in and do a cuff stitch, get the other side of that band and bring it over, and then just loom it out to the side, okay? Now this part is going to get loomed downward, and this one's going to get loomed downward, okay? So now we're going to go into here, going through all the cat band and get the top band, which is going to be the one that's going out to the left. You're going to get the next band that's on top, and that's going to go here where you're going to do a cuff stitch. So you bring this one over, you go in through all these and get the other side of that band, bring it over, and then you're going to loom this part out and then bring this part forward. And that's what we're looking to do right there. Okay, so now we're moving on to this X, and we're going to get the bottom band, which is going to be this from this left side, and bring it over. Okay, just like so. And then we're going to do the same thing with this white band. Okay, so, well, you got to go in through these cat bands. So, I mean, with the silver. You're going to go in through the cat band and grab that top band, which is going to be the one going forward. The next band is the one that goes out to the left. Now we need the cuff stitch. That's the next band that's on top. bring this over, go back into this one, get the other half of that band. Come on. Bring it over. That's the cuff stitch, and then you're going to go into this peg and go out to your right. Then you are going to do what? I don't know. What are we going to do? I did that wrong, didn't I? Let me put this back because I got to see what I did here. Okay, what was I supposed to do? I think I did that part wrong. Let me take the cuff stitch off. Got ahead of myself, got ahead of myself. I'm going to put this one back. Okay, so after we do loom this one out, this one up, then what I'm going to do is loom, get the next band that's in line, and then I believe once I get them in the proper order, it's going to be the one going forward first. Then I'm going to move this one over, going to get the other side of that one and bring it to the left. Now go in and bring this to the right, and then we're going to loom this downward. Okay? Then we're going to go back into this cap band. We're going to get the top band, which is the one that gets loomed out to the left. And then the next, we'll go into this one. And we'll get the top band that goes out to the right. Oops, that's wrong. I'm supposed to do the cuff stitch next. Got a little confused seeing too much silver. Okay, so we went out towards the left. We got to go in and get the other side of that band, which is like that. Then we go into here and get the one that goes out to the right, and then we bring this one forward. Okay, so get the bottom band, which is the one going from the left, and that catches it all. And then we start over. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to go off camera. So we're going to go in through this cap band, and we're going to get the very top band, which is the one that's going forward. And we'll do that on both sides. Okay. And then the next band, we're going to go back into the cap band. The next band is the one that goes out to the left. Okay. And then we have to do a cuff stitch in the center. And then go and get the other side of that stitch and bring it over. Then you're going to go into this one. Bring the one out to the right. And then you're going to go in through here and bring this downward. Okay, just like that. Then you're going to go in through this peg, and you're going to get the top band, which is the one that goes out to the left. And then you're going to go into here and do your cuff stitch. Going through all these, get the other half of that band, bring it over, bring this one out to the right, and then this one forward, and this one forward. Okay? And then we're going to grab the bottom band first, like that. And then we're going to do the next 3. Okay, so go ahead and do that all the way up the loom. Okay, so I went to go and loom this part up and realized that these bands were laid just in this one that we did before we turned our loom around. Remember when we laid the bands here? We laid them slightly different than these. So now when I went to go loop them back, nothing was catching the cuff stitch because of the order that they were placed on here. So what we're going to do, just so we don't mess this whole thing up, is we're going to go ahead and take these off, okay? Let's just take these off, okay? Let's just take these off, and if they're caught by a band, just leave them like that. Just take all the ones that you can take off that aren't caught, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to turn the loom back around. And I'm going to show you the proper way to lay them. And then we'll turn it back around and loom it, okay? So we're going to bring this forward, one on each, and then we're going to go one to the right, to the right, to the right, okay? And then, let's see, the right. And then we're going to go and do this next, these two, okay? And then since this is connected under here, we're going to go to the right, and then this is connected, and we'll just put this one on top, okay? And then we'll just put a band right here and right here, okay? Now that's the way it should be. Now we're going to put our triple cap bands on all 4 of these. And I apologize for this. I noticed it early on, but I didn't think it was going to matter. It was on the flippergram that way, and I didn't think it was going to matter. But when I got down to looming it, turns out it does matter because the cuff stitch won't catch. Okay, so now we've got it back the way that it should be, so we'll turn the loom back around. Okay, and I'm going to put this towards the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in through this cap band, and we're going to loom it up on both sides. Okay, then we're going to come back in and move it out to the left. Go back in and bring it to the right. Get the other side of that band and bring it to the left, to the right, and then bring this one downward and this one downward, like that. So then we're going to go back into this cap band, go out to the left, and then we're going to go get the top band, which is to the right, go back into here, get the other half of that band, bring it to the left, and then go to the right. Then we're going to go back in and go forward on both of these. Okay. Then we're going to get the bottom band, which is here on the left, cross it over, and then we're just going to do the bottom band and make the X to bring it back up to the border. I'm so sorry for the confusion, but it was easily fixed. Not a big deal. It was both our faults. So, okay, so that's how it should look, just like this. Going all the way to the top. Okay, so now we're ready to do the purple pattern part. Okay, I do believe we shall need a triple cap band right here and a triple cap band right here. Okay, and we're going to do the bottom band first, so we'll do, bring it over, and then this one, bring it up. Okay, and now we're going to follow this going up, diagonal. Let's see. Okay, so we came up and then we went diagonal. Now we're always getting the bottom band, so that's going to be this one coming first. So we're going to grab this one and bring it to the left first. And then we're going to go back in here and bring this one up. Okay? You got to remember that. Okay, and now we're going to bring this one diagonal to the left, straight up, diagonal to the right. Once again, bottom band comes over first, so we're going to bring this one up first. Oop, and that band is about to bust on me. Look at here. Look at that. It's about to bust on me. So let me fix that band and I'll be right back. I got it. So, okay, so we went up, diagonal, and then from here, this was the band that was on the bottom, so we brought it up. Then we come back down here and bring it over. Okay, now we're going to follow this, diagonal to the left, straight up and down, diagonal to the right. This point, we got to get this bottom band, which is going to be from this peg. And we're going to bring this one over first, then we're going to come back into this peg and grab this one and bring it over. Okay, and then we're going to go into here and diagonal, straight up, diagonal. I'm going to go into this one because this is the bottom band, bring it over first, then come back into this one and bring it over. Okay, diagonal, straight up, diagonal. Bottom band is from this peg. Bring this one to the left, then come back in and bring this one to the right. Go into here, diagonal, straight up, diagonal, to the left, to the right, and then go into here and get this and go diagonal to the left. Okay, that's that side of the pattern, which is not that hard. So we're going to come right here and get this bottom band and make the X, just like so. And then we're going to start the pattern right here. So we're going to bring this up, diagonal. Now where this X is, we got to get the bottom band, which is going to be from this peg. And we're going to grab this, and this will go over first. And then this one. And then we're going to go diagonal, straight up, diagonal. And this one is the bottom band, so that goes over first. Then you go back into this peg and do a diagonal. Okay, now we're going to come right here. This is going to be hard. Oh. Let me see if I can get this on. Okay, so move some of my cups. Okay, so this is where we stopped. We're going to do diagonal, go straight up and down, diagonal to the left, get the bottom band, which is this one here, and bring it over, and then come down and cross it, then go back into this peg. I'm wishing you could see this a whole lot better. Let me try to move my tripod up and see if I can get a better view of it. You'll see my tripod legs, but that's okay. I don't think you're going to hate me for it, will you? Will you hate me for it? Okay. So then you're going to do diagonal, straight up and down, diagonal to the left. Okay, so we stopped here. We're going to get the bottom band first, which is going to be this one. Drop down and grab this band and bring it up. Then we're going to go back into this peg and go, well, darn, to the right, up, to the left, and then we want to get this band because it's on the bottom. I want to cross that over first, and then bring that one over. Okay, and then we want to come into here and go diagonal, one up, to the left, and over here, get this one over first because it's the one on the bottom, and then come back over here and get this one that goes right there. And now we have to connect this one out. So we'll go into here and bring it to the border. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Okay, and I gotta fix my tripod. Ugh. So we're done with the purple pattern. Now we've got to get the white pattern. So we're gonna go in through here, through all these bands, and get that top band and bring it out to the left, up, diagonal. Okay, go in through here and grab that band out to the right, straight forward, and diagonal to the left. Okay, so then now we're going to get let me see here. Okay, so let's see here. Now at this point, we're going to get the band that's on the bottom, which is going to be right here. And then we're going to go into this one and get this one because this is on the top. Then we're going to bring this one out to the left, forward, and to the right. Okay, I'm going to go into here, bring this out to the right, forward, and bring this out to the left. Okay, bring this over to the side. Okay, and then we want to get the band that's on the bottom, which is going to be the one coming from this side. And we're going to do this one first, and then this one. Okay, then we're going to bring this one out to the left, straight up, diagonal to the right, go into here and go towards the right, straight up, diagonal to the left, grab the band that's on the bottom, which is in through here, grab this band, bring it over, come back over here, cross it over, and then bring this one to the left, straight up, diagonal to the right. Okay, this one, we'll bring this one to the right, straight up, and diagonal to the left. Okay, the band that's on the bottom is from this side, so we're going to grab this one and bring it over, and then cross this one over. Okay, diagonal to the left, straight up, diagonal to the right, diagonal to the right, straight up, diagonal to the left, and then the band that's on the bottom is right over here, so we're going to diagonal to the left and then cross it over to the right. Okay, and then just continue on with the pattern, diagonal to the left, straight up, to the right, diagonal to the right, straight up, and then diagonal to the left. Band that's on the bottom is from over here on the left. You're going to go towards the right and cross it back over. And then just bring this one diagonal to the left to the border, and this one to the right to the border. Okay, so this is what your pattern should be looped out looking like. Okay. Whew, that was pretty rough to do with a wounded finger. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to loom the border. Oops, well, messed that up. You got to go through all the bands bring this out to the left, the border, to the left, so out 3, okay, and then you're going to do the same thing on this side, out 3, and actually I think, let me check, I might go out 1 more. Yep, I think we go out 1 more. And if not, we can always put it back. Okay, was right. Okay, so at this point, what we're going to do is, you know, this single chain that we have going in purple, we're not going to loom it back to itself. We're going to bring it out to the left. So we're going to go in through here. Actually, you know what? We are going to put this one back because I see what we did. I see what we did. Okay, because this single chain is above this, so what we're going to do is we're just going to loom out the border just to this peg right here. We're going to go in and get that purple band, and instead of bringing it back to itself, we're going to bring it out towards the left, okay? And then at this point, we go in and grab this and bring it over, okay? That's where I messed it up. So we can put this one back. I knew there was something not quite right. Not a big deal, just put it back. We're going to go in and grab this purple band. Instead of bringing it back to itself, we're just going to bring it out towards the border and then bring this one to the border. Okay, so I'm going to go up this side, and what we're going to do is we're going to make long stretches going up. So the next one in line is this white band that goes, instead of bringing it forward, we're going to bring it diagonal, okay? And then we're going to go into here and get this purple single chain. Instead of bringing it forward, we're going to make it towards the left. So towards the right, we're just like making a long stretch X's. Bring the white one over, purple one over, white one over, purple one over, okay? You're going to do that all the way up the loom. And you're going to do the same thing on this side. So now we're over here. We're going to bring this one long stretch, bring this purple one to the right. Just making these X's just like so. So I want you to do that till you get to the very top, and then I'll show you how to close it off. Okay, so now this is the last one that we did. We did the long purple stretch and then the white stretch. And now we still have one that's got to come straight up. So we're going to go into here and just bring this straight up. Okay, and over here, long stretch purple, long stretch white, and now we're just going to come into here and bring this one straight up. Okay, and now we've got to connect this. So we're going to go, just bring the border the rest of the way around. One more time. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. And just bring it around. One more time. Okay. And now you need to get a C-clip. And we've got this band that's still left here, so we're going to go in through here. Bring this one up. I'll hold it with my finger. Go in and get the other side of that band. Put it on the hook like this. I'm going to get a C-clip and I'm going to place it on there. It's nice and secure, so I'm going to take this off. And then I believe that's it. You can look on the side, make sure it's all been loomed up. It looks like it has, so it should be okay. I'm praying. Okay. And that's basically it. Now we're ready to take it off of the loom. Okay, got all these cords here. So we'll just take it off. gently with your hook only. Do not use your fingers. Don't rip it off. Okay, and then just go to the next one and bring it off. Going all the way up. Do it on each side. I think you guys know how to take it off the loom at this point, so I'm really not going to show you all of it, but then you just kind of go from each peg and just pop it off. Okay, just like so. So I'm going to go off camera and take this off. Just be real careful when you take it off that you don't pop any bands. And I'm going to go off camera, finish taking mine off, and then you can take yours off and I'll show you what mine looks like. I just took it off of the loom, and this is what I have. I just love the rhinestones. I love this design. It's very, very pretty, but I realized that it looks different than hers, because I realized the border, which pop these into place, was different. It didn't show this single chain going here or this chain going here. So as I'm looking at it, I flip it over and I realize that the back side is the signature side. And I just blinged this side. I love both. But I love this border. I love the border. And I didn't quite get it right. I haven't fixed any bands yet, but what I can do is I can take these and I can slide it through to the other side, the bling probably. I'm not going to, because I'm just not going to, because these aren't seed beads. This is kind of big. It'll be harder to pop through to the other side, but all you have to do is slide it to there and then pop it through, and then it'll be on that side. But since these are bigger spacer beads, I'm not going to even bother doing it, because rhinestones are on there so tight that there's no way I could slide it. And if I slid it through to the other side, the rhinestone's going to be on the bottom band instead of that top one, which is what I want it to be on this top one. So it just throws it off. So no big deal. She didn't really say whether it was, which side was the signature side. I just always assume, unless someone tells me, that that what you lay first is going to be the signature side. But it turns out it's the other one. But I like both. It's gorgeous. Either way you shake it. But I have to admit, I do like this border on this side. So if you choose not to bling it, it won't matter. You can just flip it over, then you've got that look, or you've got that look. If you blinged it, hopefully not with rhinestones, because, you know, I would think if you were going to put a bead where I placed it on the loom, when I placed it, you wouldn't put the bling on till the bling would go on top instead of on bottom. So I don't know if that even makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain now that it's off the loom. But yeah, this is the Polyantha bracelet by TwistyKristie, and it is super gorgeous. And like I said, you can push the beads through to the other side, or you don't have to. You can use this side as a signature side, but either way, it's gorgeous. And I hope you give her a follow. It's TwistyKristie on Instagram. And you can give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also follow me on Instagram as Artisan Loom. And on Facebook, I have a page called Artisan Loom Bead Queen. Okay, I want to apologize for all the confusion and some of the mistakes that were put in. It was a combination of my fault and the designer fault, but no big deal. We got it. And if you followed me, then yours will come out. So anyway, until next time, take care. Bye.